So I might have made a mistake. I let my jetpack die. I let my jetpack die. 16th and Wynkoop. This died. What a noob. What a noob. Yeah. Sorry guys, you died. Temporarily. It was a temporary death. But you did die. Traffic was cancer. You got lost. We both got lost. Where are you? Because I'm at Union Station. That's all I know. Like, usually my jetpack lasts the whole day. And I didn't start until afternoon. So, okay, I'm gonna stand somewhere that, like, the trains are there. So I'm right standing in front of Union Station. He's in the air. Yeah, right when I was trying to find him, this thing just dies. It usually lasts a full day and still has some battery left over. But for whatever reason, it decided to die. I hadn't checked it all day because I'm like, it's fine. I only started like hitchhiking afternoon. So, but it was not fine. On your way, you know where I am. Awesome. Because I really don't know. I'm lost. Save me. He's gonna find us. He's gonna save us. Yeah, now I'm just trolling. Maybe I'll let it die again. Gonna be streaming every day? Not every day, but most days. This is day 25 and I've hitchhiked, or I've live streamed 23 of those. Yeah. But after a while, I'll probably take one day off a week. Colorado guy has a particular set of skills. He will find you and he will get you high. Well, it is legal here, but as I said, I don't smoke too much because I'm just gonna be quiet. Like, I won't say another word. Go to Hollywood. I was just in the LA area, and then I got out of there really quick. It's not my thing. One of these people will be our Colorado guy. Which one will it be? It's a mystery. He knows what I look like, but I don't know what he looks like. So, what's it gonna be?
Wait, what was the time?
Colorado guy? Pretty good, yourself?
Alright.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah? Took long enough. Traffic
Yeah.
was,
Hey,
intercepting.
look.
Let them see you, seeing you. Alright.
And then just as we were trying to find each other, my thing that provides my internet died, and you know.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, it was a fun time trying to make this work, but we made it work.
How was the journey?
Today was awesome.
Yeah.
That drive? You made that drive?
Yeah, I tried to tune in for most of it, but I've done it personally, and it's,
Yeah.
I've driven from Edward back to here, and you know, I've gone out there
Yeah.
for work, and
Yeah.
I've come back here in one day.
Yeah.
Needless to say, that's a lot of driving, but really, really enjoyable.
And from Edward on, like, I was surprised at how well the connection held up.
Yeah, it gets
Even in that long
reasonable.
tunnel.
Yeah, the Eisenhower.
Yeah.
You know, it's really funny. There's actually 5 different Wi-Fi nodes throughout
Really?
all the tunnels. Yes. So
Okay, that just
that's
like,
what
yeah,
keeps
that's what keeps it going.
Because
I was really surprised.
When Wi-Fi first became a thing, you know, I can call back to 2004, 2005. You go
Yeah.
through that tunnel, your
Yeah.
calls are
That's what-
dropped,
that's what-
your signals drop, everything's gone.
That's what I'm used to. You go into a tunnel, things die.
So anyways,
But they made it.
have you eaten? Do you want to, what are you doing? There's
What
plenty
did I
of
last
places
eat?
around here that are good to eat.
I ate pizza out of a garbage can in Edward. Or
yeah.
not garbage can, a garbage bag.
You gotta tell about that one.
Can I?
It's, the sensor's supposed to work.
I lifted it. I cheated.
Yeah, 30% of the time works. I like limbo.
You like limbo?
Yeah.
It's awkward with the bag to get underneath stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely, 'cause it goes your center of balance
yeah.
way down.
And also, like, when I duck down, like, it still has
Right.
higher clearance, yeah.
Now, here's the fun part because I haven't been down this tunnel in a while now.
Yeah.
I remember where I parked, but not exactly where I parked.
Oh, it's an adventure.
Yeah. It's
Do your
quiet
keys have
little
like a panic button? Can we just panic and find it from there, like Marco Polo style?
Yeah, I mean, if all comes to it, yeah. I
We
have
can
that
Marco
set up,
Polo
but
it? Alright.
It's only 0.2 miles, I remember that much, so.
Okay. That's not too far.
Yeah, it's, it's a reasonable radius. Worst case scenario, you're going to spend about 45 minutes searching it.
Yeah. And do you want me to call you Colorado guy or by your...
Walter. if you
Walter,
want.
okay.
I don't care.
No, I just didn't want to like
I
use
don't
your
really-
name if you didn't want me to use your name.
I don't see much in the name other than a person to know that you're addressing me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Remember, this
boy.
is Walter.
You smell that?
I do smell that. We're in Colorado. That's to be expected.
Oh, absolutely. I just went shopping before I came down here.
Actually?
Yeah.
They were saying that in chat.
I
You
mean,
were right.
when in
Who
Rome,
said
right?
that?
If you have any interest in partaking, I can facilitate that for you.
Wow. The offer.
Not anything major though. I'm not like those crazy dab heads or any of those people. I just like my old school.
If I was
flower.
going to, I'd have like the smallest amount because essentially my tolerance for any drug is
0?
0.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So, like if I need to sleep, take an Advil.
Now see, this is where the first guess begins. Was it this way or was it that way? I remember everything up till this point.
Alright, now we're
I wanna
lost.
say it was that way. But this is
Good
where
guy,
the guess
Walter.
work
Hello,
starts.
Walter. Everyone's saying hello.
Hey, how you doing, chat? Welcome to my scatterbrained world, where I don't use crosswalks because I believe in self-accountability and being an adult and exercising that. Like, I was on my way here, and there was these two guys, had to have
Yeah.
been your age or so. Sorry, I'm not like talking down or anything, and they used the crosswalk, and there was no one there except me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? You're gonna wait for that thing to tell you to walk instead of just going because you know it's safe to go? What? I've always seen crosswalks as for children who need the kind of forward thinking, because otherwise they might just run out in the middle of traffic and get hit.
Yeah. And I'm not really sure on Twitch's
Policy
on that.
Well,
Will
see,
they ban you
I-
for
I
jaywalking?
stream.
Will they not? You stream as
Oh,
well?
well, as far as jaywalking, I have no clue. I thought you were talking about the whole ingestion thing, because they have a funny little gray rule about that.
Oh,
It's
no.
actually put into the TOS. If you live in a state that prohibits it, go
Jaywalking?
for it. No, smoking weed.
Oh, smoking weed. Okay. Oh,
Jaywalking, I
yeah.
don't know.
See, it's jay.
I've never seen anyone prosecuted for jaywalking around here, but
Yeah, because you can get a ticket for that.
I'm sure there's a few cops that are hard up enough to give a ticket for anything
Yeah.
they can. Let's see. Dang, I thought I one-shot it, but I don't think I did.
We might have taken the wrong turn. That's okay. I do a lot of walking. Walking's something I'm okay with.
Yeah, that's why I like eating. You gotta keep it balanced, you know? If I didn't get out and walk at least, I don't know, 10 miles a week or so, I'd probably be like 300 pounds. And disgusting. Sorry, I don't mean to mince words, but I just don't have much empathy for people that choose to be that way.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, Daniel, he has a thyroid condition. The dude cannot do anything to keep weight off.
Yeah.
He could go a month if it was capable without eating a single thing, and he'd still be gaining weight.
Yeah.
Because his lymph nodes are all confused and they think that everything should be sent to fat storage.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't get a choice.
That's interesting.
So when I say people like Megan Trainor, for example,
Okay.
who's just kind of trying to, glorify this body type that isn't sustainable, it upsets me.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Not upsets me, it's just like, you poor thing, you don't understand.
Jaywalking is misunderstood. I agree. Free
Yeah, when was the last
jaywalking.
time you ate?
In Edwards, so whatever that
Hours
was.
ago?
Yeah, a few hours ago. So that was a 2-hour drive, and it took me probably 40, 50 minutes to find a ride. So 3 hours, over 3.5 hours, maybe, something like that.
Okay, I remember driving by that one. This is tiny little pie thing. I don't even remember how I found it. I just saw it.
But trev walking, which is legal. Yeah, it was trev walking.
This is where I was when I was looking. I drove up here.
Yeah.
And then I turned right here. Where did I start?
We're lost.
Save me, Google. Huh. The awkward part is I do this at least half a dozen times a month by myself.
Lose your car?
Yeah. Whether it's in a parking lot or I'll go to Golden to drink with some friends and.
Is it Transformers earring?
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, look at his earring. That's cool.
Everybody.
Yeah, of course. On the downside, we're lost. On the bright side, he's got a cool Transformers earring. So everything is right in the world. Everything's great.
I'm just gonna guess it then.
Yeah. We're just checking out the downtown. I also can't run as fast as you right now with the bag.
Half black, you're already. Most people can't compete with the plenty of out of shape black people. Look at Al Roker. If you ever wanted an unathletic black guy, there you go. I'm sure you've noticed by now, but nothing is sacred with me. Like,
Nothing is sacred.
no.
Yeah, just
I believe that if you're willing to joke about anything, you should be willing to joke about anything.
right on.
You know, taboo is just a word. Made to scare people off with things they might actually want to say or do. Well, say more than do. I don't condone all actions, but I do condone use of all words. I really do.
Condone use of all words?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just words. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think people
people like-
overreact to.
Had people
Someone
ask
just using
me,
a word.
What about the ones that say like, you know, F-N words and just to be
Yeah.
stream friendly and such.
But yeah, we're not going to say those on
And
stream
it's
because
like, you know, to me personally, sure, it's annoying to hear, but they're just words.
Yeah.
Hey, we found it.
We found it?
Alright.
We did it?
Yeah. As soon as
Alright,
we're gonna
we're-
cross this street here, and there's this
Yeah.
little walkway down there by the bridge,
Yeah.
and the parking lot's like right there by the river. Remember I
Nice.
told you I was crossing the bridge toward the river?
Oh yeah.
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 Over the river, sorry.
We got
Yeah, we're gonna
unlost.
cross it now.
Alright.
See, that's the funnest part is I always get lost, but somehow, I don't know.
Are we just gonna snake through here?
Yeah. You gotta remind yourself that you're alive. That's how I see it.
That I'm what? That you're what?
I always, do you know the story of the salmon?
The salmon.
Yeah.
No.
So they're born in a very specific river in a very specific region of the world, right?
Okay.
And after they're born and they come into maturity, they swim out to the ocean
Yeah.
on instinct, and
Yeah.
they mate,
Yeah.
right? And then they come back. Now it's not known why or how they actually navigate this,
Yeah.
but they come back to the river they were born in to die.
Yeah.
And no one can explain exactly how they navigate this space. Oh, okay. Nope. Oh,
Nope.
Wait.
We got unlost and then we're lost again.
No, we're in
And-
the right area. I just don't remember which section of the bridge we're at.
But if we follow along the bridge or the water, will we find it?
That's true. We'll find it if we go this way.
Okay. We didn't fully get unlost, but we're like almost
We're
not lost.
80% unlost. As far as statistics are concerned, we're not lost.
We're not lost. Okay. We're just
I actually feel confident that you remember
After
the
the-
walkway that I described? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either it wasn't that one obviously, so
okay.
it has to be one of these. We'll find it,
Yeah.
and then we can go get some food or whatever else we want to do.
Cool.
There's plenty of stuff to do around here. If you're ever bored in Denver, it's because you're trying to be bored.
Well, how many people live in Denver? It's a pretty big city. Cities
Mm.
generally have everything you could ever need, as far as
As far
entertainment
as
goes.
instant gratification goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't shake a stick at very many ideas that don't already have a business in place for them, you know?
Exactly.
That's cool. See, here's one. Alright, and here's how I know we're gonna find it, because it's on this street.
Okay.
So if it's not this one, we're just gonna keep walking down.
All right.
And something tells me it's gonna be the next one. If this is the last one available before the street ends. Plus it gives you a nice little walking tour of some of the older buildings.
Yeah. There we go. This was on purpose to get a city tour.
Yeah, everything is an accident that happened on purpose. As long as you embrace that,
Yeah.
you're never confused and you never second guess yourself.
There you go.
No time for regrets, just forward motion.
You got the hitchhiker's mentality.
I mean, I love humanity for all its flaws and all of its triumphs.
Yeah.
And there are many to sift through. And I feel blessed, right? Like you're using this medium here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine having this sort of natural inquisitiveness 150 years ago and having no means to explore it other than talking to the people in your immediate proximity?
Yeah. Technology
that's
is
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-publication and instant production and engagement is a fingertip away from these devices we carry on us now.
Yes, it
And
is.
it's, I couldn't have asked to be born at a better time.
Yeah. Because like this right here has just become possible very recently in the past couple of years,
Yeah.
and it becomes more and more possible as mobile streaming becomes more possible and cellular networks get better.
As of
This is a-
2006, I want to say. Let's see, that's the way we just came. Alright, so we've covered this. It's got this way. It's definitely, like I said, it's on this line.
All right.
So that we are not going to be misled. It is on this line. I just don't remember where.
We'll find it.
Oh yeah.
We'll just walking up and down every block and we'll find it.
I had a friend that always said life's an adventure, right? But this dude was so prepared. And it's funny because I sit here and I say that like it's a bad thing to be prepared, when obviously it's never a bad thing to be prepared. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, etc.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But this guy takes it to the extremes. Like if you were in this situation right now, his phone would have just been able to ping his car and no adventure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you say life's an adventure and then you don't do anything to enable natural adventure to it. It confuses me.
Mhm.
Because people ask me, why don't you ever keep track of where you park when you go downtown? Number one, I'm usually concerned with getting to somebody. And number two, why? I mean, I see why, but it's boring. I like a little bit of chaos here and there.
I'm with you there. I like a little bit of chaos.
I mean, humanity embraces chaos in a way that is often unbecoming.
Yeah.
Look at James Holmes. I think murdered 2 of my friends at a movie theater just because they wanted to see a movie. Like, how do you wrap your head around that other than, well, he could do it and he wanted to do it, so he did it. You watch Rick and Morty, you have a very high IQ.
I've seen some episodes, but not
Stupid
all of
name.
them.
Okay, let's see. Oh, hey,
Is
look
it-
at that sign. That blue and white one.
Blue and white one? You know that sign? Yeah.
Pretty sure that's a parking lot sign.
Alright, we did it.
And I'm about halfway sure.
We're halfway sure that we're sure
I'm trying
that
to
this is
remember
near the car.
which way I did all the walking here. That
Yeah.
seems very familiar because you don't see
Like
a
a lit up
staircase in
staircase
glass,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
like those walls are all glass panels. So if you're walking on those staircases, you're inside of a heated booth, so to speak.
That is strange.
Pleasant parking.
That's it?
This one isn't it? Because there's a bridge. See, so remember
okay,
it's not
yeah.
entirely choppy. It's just obviously choppy. We can work with that. Well, I mean, I don't really have a choice. It's stuck with me.
Yeah. Until we find the car. Or I could just, run away. Although you could catch me. As we've talked about that before.
I don't know. You brought it up earlier, and if you felt the need to run away from me, I think I would just laugh and let you run. I'd be like,
I
well,
don't think I'll
damn,
be running.
didn't mean to scare him that much. I wanted to put a little bit of fear. No, I'm just kidding.
Scared away the hitchhiker that's hitchhiked all around the world.
Hell yeah.
That could be your claim to fame.
Right, like, dude, I am so scary the Canadians fear me. Holy hell. Let's see, is it you? No? No, it's not that one. It wasn't that. Where are you? There's like 5 little parking lots around here.
So it was right next to the river.
Like, it has to be one of these. Don't remember which one. Unfortunately. Like too fuzzy and won't get it.
So it could be on that bridge?
Lazy. But I also wanted an excuse for you to be able to walk around a bit.
This is an adventure.
A little bit.
Walking
What is this,
around.
Blake? Yeah, I know I didn't park on Blake, so we don't have to go that way. That's a non-starter. Alright. What are we on? 6? 7? I lost count.
I don't know where we
are.
are.
I was excited. I thought I was right.
Just hit that panic button. We're panicking.
Let's see. I should really buy a more modern car. You remember? I remember you talking earlier on your stream about how you don't replace things until they're used thoroughly.
Yeah.
Well, I still drive a '99 Altima because the thing has been God to me, and I've been good to it. So,
Well, yeah, if it works, why do you have to replace it?
but see, I'm missing some of the more modern features. Like my sister's like, you don't even have Bluetooth radio, and I'm like, no.
Do you need Bluetooth? Can't you just put like a Bluetooth thing in your cigarette lighter and call it a day?
I just stayed in 2002 and bought an aux cord. I'm like, I got a tape player though, haha. I'm like, the Fonz,
Yeah,
man.
tape.
Yeah, give it up.
Well, you can get a tape auxiliary cable, so you can play music
Yeah,
through your
that's
tape
the one
player.
that I have. The cassette
Yeah, you
that
go. Yeah, you
in
put it in there,
plug
and it's
to
got the
your phone.
cable.
It just plays your phone music through there.
Yeah.
It's too much. I remember pulled in. Is it this one? It might be this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have found it.
Yeah, there's my car right there.
Oh, we did
found
it.
Because I remember it was like I told you,
It was
it's
right
out of
next to
there.
the bridge.
You know, it's like a pocket. I pulled in here not knowing what this was,
Yeah.
and there was this guy on his motorcycle getting ready to leave, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, is this a parking spot? Can I use this? And you know,
Is
I
it free
paid
parking right now?
$12 for it. Like,
Wait, you paid $12 for parking?
dude, parking is so stupid.
You were here for
tried
like
to
an
find
hour.
a meter, right? You can't find a meter on a Friday night down here.
Oh,
You can't.
the hell? $12?
You can't.
Bag in the back seat here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need the trunk, you got it.
Oh, yeah, I could just lean it up in here.
It's a pretty big trunk too. It's up to you.
Oh well. Just. I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's plenty of room back there for you.
Did you pop it?
All right. Did I promise you an adventure or what?
Well, we've already had an adventure, and now it's, kind of just beginning.
Yeah, but come on, that was like an amazing introduction.
Being lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being genuinely
Well,
lost
I've
with
been
the clues
I've
where
been
to
lost
go.
quite a few times. Albeit GPS makes it a little bit easier to not get unlost, but
But how many times have you gotten lost with a driver that didn't know where the car was?
yeah, it's limited.
Right?
Limited.
I provide content, man. I'm a content
Walter,
provider.
the creator of content, the provider of content.
I just
Based
don't release
Walter.
it. Yes.
Yes.
It's like when I was in school, yeah, I used to always do my homework, but I would always get a F because I would always forget to hand it in. Yeah. How pro is that? This is like the same thing. I create lots of content, but I'll never be recognized for it because I don't remember to release it.
Yeah. Did you say you stream?
Every so often. I'm more focused on my YouTube channel,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but
What type
I
of
stream here and
content do you do for YouTube?
commentary. If you
Yeah.
haven't noticed, I'm a bit of a motor mouth.
Yeah, you can talk. You can talk better than I do, and
Right.
I'm
I've got a
I'm
ridiculously
talking all day.
active brain, and do you go by zodiac signs? Do you value those at all?
No.
Oh well, they're fun in terms. Oh wait, whoops, Jesus Christ!
Is that a
I
one-way
hate
street?
downtown so much, dude. Now I'm gonna do this and go back over here. Ugh. These are all one ways.
Oh,
Every
there you
single
go.
one down there. There's two ways throughout downtown, and they both suck because they're about. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. There's a reason I don't come down here very often. Few restaurants worth coming down here for, but it's always a headache to get here.
Yeah. Is transit good? You're what do you say, 6 miles out of downtown?
Yeah, my house is about 6.2-ish miles or so from here.
Is it easy to connect through like the whatever rail system or buses or?
Oh yeah, we have buses that leave the state. We have buses that leave the city. We even have 3 light rail stations, like the one that you
Yeah.
took from Lakewood, that you can take out in any direction. Like it's like I told you, where I live is like the Los Angeles of Colorado. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's in the metropolitan heart of everything. That if you want to leave north and leave Colorado, west, east, south, any direction you choose, you can jump on a highway.
Oh, yeah.
And be on your way from it, or
Cool.
etc. We also have a huge truck station. We have a massive TA about 0.8 miles from my house that if you wanted to try and catch a ride with, you were talking about how some semi-operators talk about, oh, would love to pick you up, but the insurance things.
Yeah.
If you come across one that owns their cab, like my friend Tom, right?
Mhm.
He owns his own cab, and he's an independent operator, so
Yeah.
he basically goes from contract to contract, company to company, and
And he can do his own thing because he owns his.
yeah,
his rig,
like
yeah.
his insurance is his. Like if you were in the cab with him and something went wrong, his liability would be on him, not
Not
on
the company. Yeah.
Yeah, because he is his own company. So
Yeah.
if you wanted a cool drop-off spot to potentially, try and grab a ride with that specific sort of thing, that's an option too, because
Okay.
it's got full
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
head off. Or I mean, there's plenty of them that leave directly from the TA in my city and go straight down toward Texas, straight over toward Arizona. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much any direction you would want going east or south.
Yep. Okay.
North is a bit more pick and choose.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and that's just because as far as shipping is concerned, you know, Colorado has a few things that we ship north on a consistent basis, but it's nowhere near the traffic that the southern and eastern routes see.
Alright.
I don't know, if I were in your position, I think hitchhiking out of Commerce City would probably, like, I think it's going to be the direct opposite of what you experienced in Grand Junction today. Yeah, you said you used to, you know, X cars per 15 minutes. I think you're
yeah.
you're gonna have your
Most of
mind
the time,
blown.
out of a major city, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Cars
yeah.
everywhere. It's
Depending on where you try to leave from Commerce City, if that's where you choose to depart from,
Yeah.
you're going to be astonished with how much traffic you see, no matter what time of day or night it is. Because I'll tell you, all the way up until about 2:30 in the morning, the city will be bustling with,
oh yeah.
barflies, mostly. Because people love their booze.
Yeah. We've a few viewers from the Denver area, so I might meet other people.
Yeah, one of them said he was over in Boulder.
Boulder.
Yeah,
And
that's,
then-
you know, that's not that far at all. That's like,
Yeah.
if traffic were at nightmare, it'd take about 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
But
I think
this
there's
time-
one other person too. I forget which part they're in, but it's just the Colorado meetup.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that people here are unnecessarily friendly for the sake of being friendly. 'cause
Hey, I think that's a good way to be, though.
I do too. It's really easy to be an asshole, but it's endearing to not be an asshole, you know?
Someone said Commerce City is the butthole of Denver.
Yeah, I mean, if by butthole of Denver you mean the richest part of it,
Oh,
go for
okay.
it. I mean, it just gets me when people talk crap about it, because it's like, do you not appreciate words? Like, do you understand what the word commerce means? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Commerce,
for someone to
business,
call,
finance.
I've heard people be like, Commerce City's so broke, and I'm like, yeah, that's why it's named after commerce. Because, you know, 3 out of the 5 biggest state-to-state trucking plants have their headquarters in our city.
Oh, yeah.
They're there because it's garbage. You know? I mean, I'm excited to show off to the viewers a bit that may have an opinion about the city, because where I live in particular is like suburbia on steroids.
Suburbia on steroids.
Yeah, just to brag, right? I have a park with a 3 baseball diamonds, a skate park, a full swimming facility, and a really nice 1.7 mile track all the way around the park.
Yeah.
It takes about 6.5 minutes to walk there from my front door.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Really struggles.
For a house that only cost $97,500 to be reappraised at $225,300, I'm good. Yeah.
That's quite the jump up there.
Yeah, no, you know, it's cool. So when my son turns 18, I'll be like, hey, if you want to cash out, you can sell this place after I die.
Wait.
I mean, that's what it is, isn't it? Eventually we all go. Gotta make sure stuff is in order.
Sure. Sorry, you have a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. One kid?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one and done.
How old is your kid?
10.
10. Oh yeah.
Yeah, ripe old
Getting-
age, man.
Close to those teenage years.
I'm looking forward to whipping
Yeah.
his ass. I mean, you know, not literally, but we know how it goes. Like, there's going to be some points of contention where dad has to show him that dad is still the all-powerful. And, that's just how parenting goes as far as I'm concerned. You don't keep your kids in check, you end up with people like Jake and Paul Logan.
Well,
Yeah, I said
they've done well for themselves, even though, yeah.
It's not hard to do well for yourself when everyone you're entertaining is still developing frontal lobes, you know?
But still, they create content that, you know, works for their viewers.
Yeah,
But not everyone could do that, guaranteed.
Do you know what doesn't work for kids?
What?
I was asking,
Oh.
because I don't. I mean, have you checked out some of the toy channels on YouTube? You think the Logans are the one with like? It amazes me that I can't even talk crap, right? Because you're right. It's a very specific audience, and they do a good job of catering to it. But
Yeah.
where are the parents that you're letting your 5 through 9-year-olds sit around and ingest YouTube content this much? That
Well,
these people are racking up hundreds of millions of views by putting out. I don't know. I consider it an assault on intellect. Like
I think people use like their iPads as their babysitters. They can.
yeah, that's the problem. And,
Here's a
as a parent
screen.
myself, I
Distract
don't
yourself.
care if I hurt anyone's feelings in here if they happen to be a parent that does this. But if you would choose to give your child a device and leave them to the freedom of the internet and call that parenting, I feel bad for your kid. I really do, because you're not doing them any favors. They're going to make it into adulthood and wonder why everybody doesn't think the world of them just because they're nice. And I mean, you wonder where all of this crazy leftism and alt-right stuff has come from over the last, 3 years. It's a product of that, man. I was born in 1984. I was a part of the first, hey, you showed up and competed. Who cares that you got last place? Here's a ribbon anyway. And while I understand the sentiment of trying to make kids feel good about having participated, there is a very valuable lesson to be learned in the efforts of success and the lack of effort in failure. That's just how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe in trying to shrink wrap reality.
Okay.
And I feel like anyone that has that done for them in their childhood has just done a world of no favors at all. Because you grow up with unhealthy expectations of what people will do or say, and then it genuinely surprises you and shocks you. And have you been keeping track of the college campus shenanigans throughout America since 2014? Like you had the Ben Shapiro thing where they threatened violence to shut him down and got him to not show it. And this is just for a guy that wants to talk.
Yeah.
How could you explain a human that feels so threatened by words that they would equivalent what I'm doing right now to me sitting here punching you in the face?
Mm-hmm.
In what world does that make sense?
Yeah.
Theirs. Unfortunately. In their world, it makes perfect sense that your words are a weapon. Hate speech is not free speech, and all the other dumb rhetorical crap we keep hearing from them. It's like, man, if you had a single moment of critical thought, you'd be very disappointed in how you prejudge.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you're all political, but just to beat a dead horse, why do you think Hillary still refuses any accountability for her loss? Why do you think she wrote a book called What Happened and tried to pass the buck on to everyone else that happened to be in range of her?
Yeah, I don't follow the U.S. politics that much, so I don't really know.
Oh man, it's a circus. If you're ever bored, you should follow it just for the entertainment value of it, because it's better than Monday Night Football at this point. I can't wait for 2020, I'll tell you that. Pessimistic, but trust me, I am a cool spot called GameWorks where I don't review games.
Oh yeah.
I've got a couple game cards with me, like plenty of points to just go and play stuff. So as far as cost goes,
It's down there.
yeah, if you felt like eating something and having something cool to show the viewers for a bit or something, if you wanted to.
Yeah, we could go there. That would be fun.
It's only about 10 minutes away from here.
Yeah. I really haven't played any video games in
A while,
6 years.
right?
6
Yeah.
years. But if you game, I'll showcase that, and I might try a few games just to see how bad I've gotten in 6 years of not touching video games.
Well, I mean, these are all, pretty traditional arcade
Yeah, it's your
setups,
arcade style
so
games. Yeah.
If you had met me 15 years ago, I'd be like, oh yeah, ready for some Tekken skills, but, I'm older now, and I'm pretty sure my flair has died
Yeah.
down. Not died completely, but definitely died down comparative to, I finally understand why people in their 40s and 50s say that youth is wasted on the young, because I find myself feeling that way sometimes now, and I find myself feeling that way a lot of times when I think about what I was doing in my youth. I'm like, damn, you wasted your energy not wasting energy.
Yeah.
Isn't
No,
that
I
a
get that.
paradox?
Yeah. Even at 23 now, I look back at when I was in school and stuff, and I'm like, I should have done so much more stuff with my time.
Right.
There's
it's
so
like,
much
and
fun
now
things I could have done, and I'm
now
just
I have
like,
no
I'm
energy, but
just-
all these things I want to do.
Yeah.
Now that I'm an adult, but I mean, it's funny because it's a trade-off, right? You have all these pipe dreams and things you want to do when you're a kid, but you're so caught in the moment because the moment's what matters when you're a kid, in my opinion. But once you come into understanding that not only setting your own desires, but being able to obtain them for yourself by working, once you understand that transition, like, is when you start weighing your energy versus your desires divided by your earnings. It becomes this whole big math problem, and you understand why they wasted time teaching you algebra. Because you're like, oh, okay, so, time and effort invested equals money, but lack of common sense with disposable income equals lack of savings. There have been so many financial lessons I've learned the hard way over the last 10 years. Since I was your age, it astonishes me.
Is having a kid a big financial lesson?
No.
No?
No.
I've heard.
I was ready for it.
You're ready? Yeah.
His mother and I, we had a miscarriage, and that sucked. I'm not gonna get into that. It just
For
sucked.
sure.
And then we decided we wanted to try again. So on the second attempt, like, I had all my ducks lined up. We had the room ready. We had plenty in savings. We had I didn't go into it with any misconceptions of how much it was going to cost for the first 18 months of his life. If that's what you're asking, you're right. The first 18 months of a child's life on average in America will cost you around $2,200, and that's rounding down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on average, being realistic, it's somewhere closer to the $2,450 range between formula, diapers, and everything else you may end up needing.
Mostly, that's not even as much as I thought it would be. Like, it's still a lot of money.
It's not as it's something that hits people really hard if they don't expect it.
Yeah.
Oops, here we go. But like, if you understand what the bill is before you accept it, then you have a much easier time either paying it off or paying it down. But
yeah.
That's why I took 4 years to buy this dumb new phone. Is I don't like making payments on things at all. I like making a payment on a thing, and then it's mine.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't get phone
like
contracts.
one
I just buy a phone.
Like, I've never made a payment on a car. I've never made a payment on a phone because I'm like, that'd be like, to me, that'd be like going to McDonald's and putting a Big Mac on layaway. Like, what the fuck? Like, part of my friends.
So many stores try to put you on their financing program too. Like, you just go to
That's because the interest will gouge you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Best Buy's the best at it. That's how they stay in business.
Because people buy stuff they can't afford at that moment.
But I need it now.
$0 down right now.
Dude, it was zero. It was no payments for 36 months, and then the interest rate of 36.99% kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. I'm good about that. You can go ahead and just sell me what I want at a price that I could afford, or get out of my face. Oh wait, now we can go this way. This place is Northfield, and as you can tell, there's
Super Target.
Yeah, there's shopping. This whole area back here, there's a massive movie theater with a Cineplex attached to it. Really cool theater. There's a haberdashery back there. There's a couple smoke shops, a few novelty shops. Outdoor World. Which, as you can see,
Pro Shop.
Yeah, that place is one of the funnest places to hang out, in my opinion. You could just go in there with some hiking boots on, and they have these massive demo walls.
Really?
Yeah, so if you want to try the shoes out, you can literally slap them on and give it a real, like, hiking. It's one of the coolest places I've ever been, and they always get me to spend way more money than I want to, because I like that stuff. Like, I am a consumer first and foremost.
These you have a lot of outdoor gear, and you spend a lot of time outside?
No, mostly just shoes and tents.
Oh, okay.
I like having a selection of both, because once or twice a year, me and a group of friends that usually ends up being, 10, 11, 12 or something, we'll organize something for Estes Park or Silverthorne or somewhere out there for a camping trip on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to be able to, you don't have to worry about it because you have 2 tents that can comfortably sleep 12 people with sleeping bags. It's like, I guess it's collectivism. I don't know, man. I don't know.
These are some big tents.
They're good. They're really good. Alright. So here's the funnest place that I've never seen a parent bring their kids while they plan on getting drunk, because it's one of the few places where you can both bring your child and just have a good time gaming with them, like I did with my son on his birthday last year. Or
Yeah.
you can come up here with a couple 21-year-old and overs, and if your intent is to drink and play some games and hoon and holler, well, they have this too.
All right, we're going to GameWorks.
Be honest, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm just planning on getting some food.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten yet.
Automatic door isn't so automatic.
Yeah. Automatic. In an ideal world. Right. Takes you back to middle school, high school. Middle school for me. We rotated games here every month.
They rotate. Okay.
So like, you come in here one month, yeah. You know, 1 month you'll come here, these will be gone and be replaced.
You might need a rock star or two.
Right, it's closed.
Well, that sucks.
Well, I think this is open, right? Anywhere? It's a pretty cool place. Looks like it'd be pretty fun.
I can tell you, if anyone had brought 10-year-old me, I would have had a stroke. You know, I would have fallen over.
For those of you watching,
Scenes.
the screen's off because my phone's almost dead, so I'm looking at it through here.
Oh, no worries. You know, I was wondering what kind of setup you were using anyways.
What do you think of it?
It's really, really, really efficient.
It is.
Like, that's all I can think about when I look at it. It's just really efficient.
Yeah, it's so simple to just like put it anywhere and just it's like.
Right. Never
this,
mind
like,
it.
tripod.
Holding it for extended periods of time, it's really lightweight. So.
Yeah, and with actually the battery on the lower part here, that like counterbalances all this weight up here.
Right.
So kind of like,
it's
it
light.
almost like it balances itself out. So it's just the weight there. It's not like torquing.
So
in
all
any
you're
direction.
doing is basically holding it, not
Yeah.
engaging a muscle to keep
Yeah.
it up. Right. Right.
So it's actually
So that's how you stay streaming so long. It has an external battery pack
Yeah.
that lets you plug
it's a big
over.
20,000 milliamp hour battery.
Whew. Goddamn.
Yeah, so my the battery in the phone's like 3,000 milliamp hours.
Yeah, this one's like 4250, I think.
250, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is like whatever, 6-7 times that.
That thing's like 3 of those.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I can usually go about a day on a big battery like this. Although we're having problems right now because like right now it's discharging faster than the battery can charge it.
Right.
So we're at 15%. So like the largest battery consumption thing is the screen.
Right.
So we leave the screen off. It's still live, so you can see us live
Gotcha.
there.
Yeah,
see
leave the
chat.
screen off lets it recharge.
Yeah. But I prefer to stream off this because when I'm reading chat, I can look kind of in the general vicinity of the camera. Like you're actually talking to someone rather than just like staring down at your phone. It's not the best for kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you were in Grand Junction, it looked natural, even though you know you were out in the middle of an open space. It wasn't like you said.
Yeah, I'm not staring down a
It
phone.
hurts your
I'm
neck.
looking at-
Like,
Yeah, going like down like that.
Yeah, it's
so
tough.
ideally, like I'd have my second phone and somehow have like a mounted setup like here or next to it or on top of it. So I have one broadcasting and my chat separate with like just chat because on here chat is
So when that one's battery is proper, that's just your camera, and this
This is
one's
it.
just your chat.
when the battery's everything. I do everything on here. This is my chat and my yeah, my lens is there and then my chat's right here. So I'm kind of looking at the screen as it's going on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. How does that overlay work with your chat showing up over your?
So I can turn chat on and off through my editor. So chat box
Oh.
goes down there. And
Wow.
that's where my alerts are, events.
You know, I literally just installed the app, and like I just did it when I was on the corner there looking
Oh,
for you.
Twitch?
So I could join the chat
Yeah.
room to be like, where are you?
'Cause
I've never used it. I've never
Twitch
used
app?
the Twitch app. Yeah.
this isn't a Twitch app. This is Streamlabs.
Oh.
So it's a separate third-party app. You can stream through your Twitch app, but this integrates with Streamlabs OBS on your desktop. So your settings on there transfer to your mobile settings, so you can do a lot of interesting things.
So it puts everything in one place to push buttons, so to speak.
Yeah. With some
Wow.
stuff I can't like play with on mobile. I have to go through my laptop.
Right.
But
As
yeah.
far as utility goes, it seems to serve every purpose you want.
It's done really well so far.
That's
We have
cool.
problems with network. We have problems with the battery. We have problems with overheating. We had all of those today. Actually, we had it
Think
overheated.
about it. Everything inside of that is in your laptop, is in my PC.
Yeah, I know.
It's just way smaller.
I'm
scale.
asking a lot, and this phone's from 2015. It's an old phone, right?
Yeah, by phone standards, it's senior
ancient
citizen.
almost.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
just
looking at
replaced this
upgrading.
one. I had the G2 before that one for 4
Yeah.
years. That's great. I don't know. Something I feel like we might be able to look. I'm gonna go ask her and see if
Okay.
they're still serving.
Perfect. Okay. Chat not working on here. Didn't get
Well, that's an unfortunate look.
kitchen's closed?
We missed last call by 5 minutes for food.
Dang it.
So we can grab a beverage or we can relocate. There's plenty of other good places to
I'm
eat
sure there's
around
food
here.
everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. We've got whatever you
But
want.
yeah, you said you're hungry, so let's go eat.
Yeah, I mean, I want to eat. I assume you do too, 'cause it's been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a little while, so.
Fast food. The options are limitless. Whatever you want.
Yeah, we're in a city, so there's everything here, right? Yeah, I am. Is there a Chinese place here?
Yeah, this is really, really awesome. Traditional, if you will. You know, when they do the sesame chicken, they actually do the ginger with the starch.
Yeah.
And then after it thickens up, they actually add the sesame and the spice. And
Okay.
really cool process to watch because they
The automatic door did do its
doesn't want to let
automatic.
us in, but it's like, yeah, let me help you out.
This one's okay.
These doors are obviously racist. Without any kind of doubt. Now, see, the sensation doesn't change. I still don't remember where I parked, but because it's so damn small, I have my remote keyless entry, so I could just do this and wait until I see my lights flash. And it's cheating, but it works.
Well, if it works, it works.
It really does.
There we go. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. See?
Yeah. You just need a lot brighter lights.
Being able to ping your car from 0.2 miles away. Like, yeah, I got that, man. Technology. God bless. Too much, man. Too much. I like it, though. I like it a lot. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm kind of forcing it on you. Like, are you actually hungry, or do you just want something?
Yeah, like I'll definitely.
Eat
Yeah, I'm
something?
definitely hungry. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to feel like I'm just strong arming you and being like, dude, my appetite's your appetite. Let's go fucking eat. I have a friend named Phil who likes trying to pull that card on me, and I'm like, dude, just stop it. Like, just stop it. If I say I'm not hungry, take me at face value. You know, it's not hard. So how much did you spend on this entire setup for the?
Like what you see right here.
Yeah, like as far as the mobility aspect with the stick and the battery pack and all that cool stuff.
It's not that much. Like the selfie stick sells like just like 20 something bucks.
And battery pack like 50, 60, I would assume.
The 20,000 mAh ones, if you get it on a sale, you can get it. Well, in Canada, it's like $40, $35.
Oh, that's not
They're
bad.
not actually not that bad. They're
No,
pretty
that's
cheap,
not bad
and
at all.
I broke one, and this one's acting up a little bit. Like I break things.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you put them to use.
Yeah,
It's not
I
like
work
you
my
bought it
stuff
and let it
hard,
gather
yeah.
dust.
So Yeah. Okay. So and then the bendable like tripod thing was like $30. The dead cat microphone was like 50 US ish, and the wide angle lens is cheap. They're like $20 for a 3-pack or less.
Oh, okay.
So it's really not that much. This whole setup, what you see, like, and this is a cheap 3-year-old phone that I've used.
Well,
for the
under
past 2 years.
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like the beauty mark, by the way? I got this today.
What?
My windshield.
Oh, you got that today?
Today, on my way back home from
The truck
Parker.
throw a chip at you? Or throw a
Well, see,
rocket?
that's the messed up part. When I'm on the highway, I will either pass a semi or I'll be at least 100 yards behind. Like, I'm paranoid about this exact thing.
Yeah.
But as you know, with the highway, you trade the lights for the potential that high-speed projectiles come at you. Of varying sizes, I might add. I can show you terrible, terrible videos where people lose their lives in the same dynamic. So yeah, I'm on the highway and it's just out of nowhere. This is a nice day and I'm driving, and then you see this thing bounce and you're like, what was but? And it smacks your windshield, and that's all there was to it. And by the time I got home, I couldn't file a claim with my insurance company to get the freaking the repair people out tomorrow, so I have to wait till Monday to do it now.
Yeah. Is that covered by insurance? Like a
Yeah, I'll pay like a $70 deductible, and then they'll cover the replacement on the windshield for me. Because otherwise it'd be like, I don't know, $200 to get the new windshield from, I think they go through Safelite, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't like dealing with insurance if I don't have to, but...
I don't think anyone does. Insurance is not fun to deal with.
Well, I mean, the concept of it makes so much sense to me, right? Like, you have something that you don't plan on messing up, but through actions out of your control, it may end up messing up your house, your car, whatever. So you pay this company to kind of look out for you in the guardian angel sense. That I've always thought about it this way: like, if I go 10 years and I pay my deductible, or I pay my premium every single month on time, and then in the 11th year something happens that warrants me needing a new car or a new house, it really bothers me that here in America companies are allowed to try and fight people to keep the money that they've already given them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to me it'd be like if I put money into my piggy bank and then I wanted to go get my money out, my piggy bank's like, nah bro, you gotta give me some money first.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're a piggy bank. You're just there to hold money, dude. You don't get to tell me when I can or can't use it based on my need of it. Like,
Yeah.
it just defeats the whole purpose. I'm like, you'd be safer off having a shoebox full of cash for an emergency, wouldn't you?
Well, with that said, and I guess insurance companies are fighting against the people that are like, I could use some money right now. Let's just get in an accident and get that nice.
And see,
sweet
that's
cash payout.
unfortunate, but we have, what are they called? The claim adjusters, I think, that they have really, 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 really thorough teams that look into these incidents, because I'm not going to discredit that. You're the fraud. It was a bad thing once upon a time, but
That's why all those people in Russia have those dash cams. That's why you see all those.
they over-punished it, you know what I mean? For the people that committed fraud while it was still easy to commit, they punished the rest of people that never would have done such a thing by putting limitations in place that actually determines everybody to be suspect. Like, could you imagine if you shot your dog for pissing on your carpet? It's like, yeah, it deserved punishment, but that? Like, dude, it's just some pee. I don't know. The only reason that I have insurance is because I'm legally obligated to, I suppose, so.
For like auto insurance?
Yeah, I mean, I have homeowners insurance, but that's just for peace of mind, because you never know what the city might try pulling with all these little bureaucratic maneuvers like eminent domain and all sorts of other stuff that they use to get their way when they want it. See, there's the first park. This is Monaco. Actually, it has volleyball courts down there.
Are we in your
see
hood now?
them.
Is this your neighborhood?
Yeah, this is specifically, we're about 4 blocks away from my house now.
Well, then we actually are playing up to your house. I'll scuff the stream so people can see where you live. Not that anyone would like do anything, but still, I don't like to show people actual.
You don't have to
People on streams
explain your
location.
preferences to me. They all make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I offered to do this at all, is you seem like a ridiculously pragmatic individual, and I love pragmatism. I really do. Like, and you're streaming, but like when I scroll down, every time I find a stream that is near to me, the first thing I do is look if they have any like written information, because I'm a sucker for that crap, right? Like I'm one of those, just so you know, chat, I'm one of those douchebags that if you come in and ask a question that's been answered in the FAQ below, I'm gonna call you out on that. And I'm like, oh, so you're too good to scroll down and read, huh? Because to me, that's just like, you're lazy.
With that said, on mobile, like if you click on a stream, it doesn't automatically have the info there to like go
And see,
through
that's why I
stuff.
don't always jump
Yeah.
it, because like I told you, like I need to remind myself to relate to the mobile user, because that's not me. Like 99% of what I do related to, you know, any kind of medium on the internet is done from my PC.
Yeah.
For comfort's sake, like I have Discord and now Twitch on my phone for convenience, but you know, it's not something I would ever go to, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, I downloaded Twitch and put it on my phone because I was like, okay, I think he's still streaming, because I tried calling and I'm like, I don't want to. I didn't know what your phone setup was, you know. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm calling him and I'm screwing into the stream or something. Like, I
When
didn't
you
know.
first called and it dropped, it was like I clicked answer and then my thing's like I hadn't even given permission to this app to even use my microphone. So I gave it permission and it hung up the call. And then I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. And then we talked briefly and then and then we both got lost.
Actually, hey, are you a fan of Chipotle?
Yeah, Chipotle's really good.
Let's go get a burrito and a beer then, yeah?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
that sounds good.
Chipotle
They sell beer
literally
there?
right up the street. Yeah, we have to dine in, but yeah, you can
Oh,
get a Corona
okay.
if you want.
Cool.
And they're
yeah, I'm down.
freaking amazing with their burritos, man. Like,
Yeah, I've had Chipotle's moving into Canada a little bit more.
Oh,
And
okay.
so then a few cities and Vancouver. Yeah.
They're
Chipotle's-
amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good. Oh yeah, an Impact. Is that Mr. Horologist? Is that the guy that does like watch repair in IRL for a raid? Because that's pretty cool. I like watches, so that'd be cool. Yeah, we can raid them. Name.
What is the name of that? Like, when you do that as a profession, like, isn't there? Is that what it is?
Oh,
Or
that's
you-
the name. That maybe I got the wrong ologist, but
Yeah, I feel like there was an ologist type label for people who are like experts with clocks and
Yeah.
mechanized watches and stuff like that.
that might be it. Horologist.
Humans are cool.
Got a word for everything.
You're right, or at least we try to. I was talking with my younger sister earlier, and you know.
Someone was saying that every Chipotle is closed right now. Did they close at 10?
Oh, Lord alive, they might be right.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna
Zane.
check it anyway because
Yeah,
we're already
right
here,
here at
but
Chipotle, so we haven't done very well.
come on, magic.
Everything's been closed so far,
Tell me you guys are
but that does make sense.
a jib
It's
above
not,
their
it's
heads.
not a late night dive kind of thing.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm surprised they're even open until 10. Like I would expect a place like that to
I guess
close
I
at
did.
9 or
I
something.
did get in a little bit late.
Meh. I mean, we have a few 24-hour spots, but I don't know how you feel about it. I am not a fan of fast food if I can avoid it.
Well,
Yeah.
for those of you who watched the
bummer.
stream, we ended up
No
partaking.
Chipotle. They're cleaning up.
Oh, game over.
I think they're cleaning up. Let's see, what is the
To 10, yeah.
damn it. Give me 10:30. We have McDonald's, we have Jack in the Box, we have Arby's, we have Wendy's, we have Long John Silver's. Like, it's all just, I don't want any of it.
Feels closed, man. That's the right T.
Like, how did we let this happen? How are 24-hour places that are like the magic, like
This
that's
is
all
where
I
the
can
magic
say.
happens.
That's where a lot of magic happens, and I'm not even exaggerating here. I've seen police officers pull into this freaking parking lot, go back there and do like we did, do a slow little pass by, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see them, they're looking as hard as they can to
Yeah.
try to see what's going on, but they don't ever stop moving.
Oh, they just
keep going.
Just drive by.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you know, because there's some things that, I mean, would you be willing to get out of your car and investigate something like that for $30,000 a year? Probably not.
Yeah, really.
Damn it. I can't believe I forgot what time it was, because that means my Chinese option I can think of that is fast food.
I haven't had pizza in a long time. Like, I had pizza today, but they don't just sell pizza.
I mean, if you wanted to go get off your feet and relax a bit, like, we can order pizza. They deliver till midnight here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Or we can just go order and pick it up. It's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks back that way. Everything is within 10 blocks of my house here in the city.
It's cheaper to order and pick it up. Then you don't have to pay a $3 delivery fee and then tip the guy.
Well, I don't know. I draw a big point of ire with, you know, it's this whole tipping culture. It makes sense to me, but I'm like, I don't get people that are like, you're a piece of crap because you don't tip. It's like, but you're okay with their employer giving them $3.25 an hour.
Yeah, it's a tough thing because, yeah, I disagree with the tipping thing as well, but their livelihood depends on tipping.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? So
I'm like,
you
so
feel like
I want to
that you
help
have
them
to
out by
tip,
giving them a
yeah.
tip, and then I want to help them out by kicking their corporation in the ass to give them a decent hourly wage. Like, how hard is that? You know, because the fact of the matter, as I see it, is these people are allowed to give them a shitty hourly wage, and we as consumers are expected to make up the difference
Yeah, it is.
by feeling guilty. And it works. You know, I do feel bad for these people. I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, just get a bit of... I'm not that condescending. I'm not that much of a douche, but I'm not going to ignore the reality of it and pretend that the burden's entirely on me, that you're working for some asshole that's allowed to give you way less an hour than you're worth.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Cosmos Pizza. Is that a thing? It says the only pizza worth getting around here.
Cosmos. I've never heard
Never
of a
heard of
Cosmos pizza around here.
No, we don't know.
We
Disagree.
have,
Garbage bag pizza or don't bother. Yeah, that was me today.
Let's see, we have Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Marco's are the 3 pizza chains I know we have around here.
Yeah.
Marco's is pretty good, but they're pretty damn overpriced as well.
Yeah, I'm not into overpriced. I'm a hitchhiker. Can't do that overpriced shit.
Actually, I think we might be SOL. We'd probably have to do delivery. I don't know if they do carry out after 10 o'clock.
Okay. Well, we
You
can
know,
do
it's
that.
like the drive-through thing with McDonald's and stuff. Like, you can't go into the lobby after 10, but the drive-through stays open 24 hours a day. Yeah, because, you know, they're like, we don't want people robbing. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't want to have the lobby open between, say, midnight and 4 a.m., but that's what they do. They cut off the entrances, and, you know, it's really funny. If we were to camp out in front of this McDonald's that we're about to pass here in a minute until about 1:32 a.m., you would see no less than 4 people try to walk up to the drive-through box on foot.
Oh, it makes sense.
And you'd see at least one of them get physically angry to where they tried assaulting the box when they were told that they couldn't be served. It's one of the most
Close would be okay, but now that I'm on foot, it isn't.
You should see some of the videos on YouTube of people overreacting to it. Like, there's this one guy who's over in, I think it's Laredo, Texas or something. And this dude's just notorious because anytime someone does it, his response is, do you not know what drive-through means? And he always emphasizes drive. And I'm like, you asshole. That is so funny, but you're such a dick.
See, then I'd have to hitchhike in a drive-through, climb into someone's car, just
Can I
for
just
my
order some
McDonald's.
food?
Yeah.
Let's just order some food. I'll get right back out afterward. Come on. Help me out here. Please? Yeah, I mean, what is it? What are they called? Discrepancies. Or nuance, whatever you prefer. It's, I don't know. I like calling it all bureaucracy, red tape. Humans love arbitrary hurdles. The more of them, the better. Yeah, dang it. Our lobby's closed. Alright, so we can go order... What the heck? Wow. You don't see that often. Cop lights at McDonald's. It's on the other side over here. Look at that drive-thru though. It's gonna be like that until the... So, do you want to stop and grab some fast food? Do you want to take a journey to Thornton, which is about 10 minutes away? There's like Village Inn, Denny's, all sorts of stuff out there. I think they have a 24-hour IHOP as well. Got a Wendy's. I don't know if Taco John, I think that is open.
Yeah.
Arby's drive-thru is still open. Do you like Arby's?
I honestly don't think I've ever had Arby's.
I mean,
Is it good?
roast beef, turkey,
Yeah.
ciabatta bread, like it's overpriced fast food. I'm not gonna mince words. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. As far as taste goes, you'd probably be just as well off with Wendy's, and you'll save a few bucks.
Then let's go to Wendy's. You guys watching know I like my Wendy's.
Yeah, they're dollar menu. You know, I did the math on it, right? Like, if you get two 6-piece nuggets from the dollar menu, and then a medium drink or fry, you save almost $2 versus the actual value meal, as they call it.
Yeah.
And the only thing you drop is, you know, either the fries or the drink. Yeah.
Well, good thing I didn't get Wendy's this morning, because I was thinking about it. But they only open at 10. Although, would they be the same with the inside's closed and the drive-thru's open? Or are we just getting drive-thru?
Actually, I'm not sure what their lobby is. It might. Is it?
No, it looks like they're clean.
Can never tell. I'm pretty sure they all close at 10, but that's just what I assume.
What are you getting?
Sounds bad. I mean, I'll be genuine with you. Lots of actual wholesome food at home, so I'm probably just gonna get.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. But they're veggies. Instead, they got salad. Oh wait, no. You said you've never been to Arby's. Why am I telling you about Wendy's? Can you tell I've been awake too long today?
What time do you get up?
4:45.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's early. But yeah.
Rigorous schedule means you have to stay rigorous, doesn't it? But what's that expression go? Work hard, play hard.
There you go. I won't keep you up too late tonight, because I'm tired too, because I've been up since, well, 6, not 4, but it starts getting light around 6, so that's when I have to pack up my 10.
Well, as much effort as you put in, like, as far as that goes, yeah, I was gonna say, like, did you have a tent? Because you can sleep inside if you want. My backyard has a huge privacy fence if you want to set up back there next to the trampoline, or and if your streamers want to see you jump, then fucking go for it. Have a good time. Yeah, I've given you that clearance here now. My backyard insects were too big.
Are we?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
collapse it. And
Does your 10-year-old still use it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like he likes doing pull-ups on it. Well,
There's
trying
probably some
to.
10-year-olds that weigh more than I do. Honestly, I don't weigh too much.
I mean, yeah, my son's a linebacker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's I mean, you see his dad, he's like a smaller, denser version of me. It looks like he doesn't have a mom, though. It's pretty great. Alright, what do you feel like having?
Did you do the 4 for 4?
Let's see. Drinks. Yeah, we'll just wait. I'll ask him.
Okay.
Pretty sure they do, though.
Tikako, whereabouts are you at again? Pretty sure a lot of senior citizens even weigh more than you. A lot of senior citizens are overweight.
Hey, do you guys still have the 4 for 4 going on?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I do.
4 for 4 with double stack and shit. It's a good drink. It's a good drink.
On the 4 for 4, we got the BLT crispy chicken, the grilled chicken wrap, all the spicy, all the wraps, and then the junior bacon cheeseburger, the junior cheeseburger double stack, and then the junior cheese deluxe.
Alright, cool. So you said double stack?
Yeah,
with,
double
what do you want to
stack.
drink? Let's do the double stack on that with,
They have Dr. Pepper here?
do you guys have Dr. Pepper?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, let's do Dr. Pepper with that.
And
Yeah.
then what kind of sauce?
Oh, what kind
Sweet
of
and sour.
sauce? Sweet and sour, please.
Yeah.
Anything else we would like?
Yeah, let me grab, you guys do strawberry shakes, don't you?
No, we don't.
Oh, let me grab a large chocolate milkshake and
Is
a
it a
medium.
frosty alright?
Yeah, that works. And a large fry. And that'll do it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Your total comes to $9.16 at the first window. Thank you.
Bro. Cool beans. Ugh. Oh, you don't gotta worry about it. I got you.
It's okay. You're already helping me out a ton.
I know, but I have a $10 bill I want to get rid of.
You see, this money's just burning a hole in my pocket.
No, I just don't like $10 bills.
What do you have against $10 bills? What did they ever do to you?
It's the person that's on them I don't like.
Oh, who's on the $10 bill? I don't even know. I'm Canadian.
Come on. Oh,
I'm
wait,
Canadian.
Yeah, shit. I guess I have to give you a pass. You are Canadian.
Yeah.
Alright. On the $10 bill is none other. I don't know how much you know about the man,
It's Oprah.
but good old Mr. Jackson.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah. One hell of a man. No,
Why
wait,
not?
I'm an idiot. That's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Shit. It's fives I hate.
It's fine.
Or wait, is it? Yeah.
So
it's
now,
fives.
so now you just want to get rid of
You
5.
see, now I just made myself look bad. Hey, how are you?
See, Stream's gonna call you out on that.
They should, dude, because I deserve it. That was just embarrassing on my end.
You got the
Hamilton's
money
on the
right.
10.
Hamilton's
Holy
on the
hell.
10? Okay.
And I don't even have a problem with Hamilton. He was an alright guy. Lord alive. I can't even get my...
Jackson's on the 20.
Yeah, Jackson's on the 20, Washington's on the 1,
Franklin's on the 100.
Franklin's on the 100.
That's all I know.
Wasn't it Monroe that was on the $1,000 note? That was
Ooh,
it.
that's
It
past my knowledge.
used to be in circulation, what, from like the 70s until the mid-90s or something. We had a $1,000 bill in circulation here in
Didn't they
America.
get rid of that due to like
Smuggling
lots
money?
of
Reasons, yeah. Yeah.
it's easier to smuggle a few $1,000 bills than
Well, I mean, counterfeiting has always been a thing that fascinates
true.
humans, and the bigger the denomination of a note you make, the worse off it is when someone manages to pass one that's actually counterfeit.
Have you seen like polymer bills, like the ones that Canada has? They're like plastic essentially, and they're see-through in parts.
No.
No, very hard to counterfeit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I
I
wish
mean,
I had
it's
some to
funny.
show you.
America's just been what? We keep messing with carpet fibers.
Yeah, it's cotton and paper fibers.
We're like
combined.
this blend of paper and strings and bits of string will fold them. It's like,
Yeah.
dude.
But it seems easy to make something that looks semi-passable.
Bust.
Oh, thank you. With just your basic green cotton money. But like ours is like, you know, part of it, like it has a specific feel, but it's also part of it see-through. You can't just print that on paper. And
So it has
call
light refractive qualities.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
It's a large shark frosting.
Right on, man. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cup holders.
See, like I said, why would I replace this car yet? It's just, it's so loyal. You know, I bought this thing. It had 91,000 miles on it.
What are we at?
205.
205. That's some miles on it.
Right?
Like cars like this, they're cheap to maintain and they just keep running. So.
You take care of
Why
it.
not?
Give it an oil change
My first
every
car was
3
in
5 months and you're good.
1990 Toyota Corolla, and I love that thing.
You too. There you go.
I love my 90 Toyota Corolla. Thing's still kind of kicking. My stepbrother's using it, and he doesn't maintain it, but it's still been running since I put money into it for maintenance
Look at that. You're
years
good
ago.
luck. If you can't tell, this intersection tends to be cancerous. Waiting
It's
for
a
lights.
huge intersection. I just
Isn't
realized
it?
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's, let's see, 1, 2, so there's 7. And you got
500,000 now?
Subaru Walmart, and then you have a fucking equally sized King Supers right on the other side of this building right
Yeah.
here. And this guy here is the rec center. It has a swimming
All that stuff, yeah.
pool, and
Yeah.
yeah, you know the drill.
Apparently, it was it. Grover Cleveland was on the $1,000 bill.
Cleveland. Okay. Don't know why
I
thought
got you.
Monroe. Don't hold my beer. So how have you been enjoying yourself, like, since
On the
this whole
trip?
journey started?
I've had a
I think
ton
I
of
caught
fun on
you.
this journey.
God, where did I catch you? I think you're in Washington. I think.
I was still in Washington when you started watching?
I think so.
Yeah, so early on.
Like, I can't be 100% sure, you know, because.
But it's fairly early on, regardless. I was on the coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've had an amazing time with this. Like, was it raining when you first started watching me? Or were we
It
past
looked
the
like it
rain?
had just stopped. The ground was wet and stuff. I remember that.
Okay, so it was probably within the first week or so.
Because if I remember correctly, so the first time I found your stream, you were like I want to say you were like by a highway, like not
It's a lot of time.
not by a highway, but like there was like it seemed like a cliff with like a body of water behind it, and it looked like you were on a coastal state. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It looked like you were somewhere where the wind was blowing and you were by a big body of water. And
Yeah.
I just remember seeing the name, and I'm like, okay, that's a cool idea. And like I told you, I like reading people's stuff. So when I scrolled down and you had provided text-based information, I'm like, all right, this guy gave me something to chew on.
Yeah.
And if you give me that much, you know, like my interest is relatively hard to grab, but it's very easy to maintain.
Okay.
That's how I like to think of myself. Like I'm a
Okay.
very, very discerning fish. Yeah, you give me good bait and I'm gonna go ahead and put that hook through my cheek for
Yeah.
you, but you gotta give me that bait.
So would you say my channel has good bait?
I'd say you have good bait. You're a very personable human, and you're, like I told you, your unapologetic approach to being extroverted is not only refreshing, but it would do a lot of people a favor to consider just maybe abandoning some of their, what would I call it, tension.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like what you do is just relaxing for the sake of your own satisfaction, and I appreciate the hell out of that.
It's a cool way to put it. I like it. Thanks.
I do what I can. All right, I got the drinks. You need me to grab anything?
Yeah, I might need one. Do you have room for the food? Just with my bag to grab?
Yeah, I got you.
You stay there.
Triple ammo.
Because she's an awkward beast, this girl.
I love those backpacks.
Oh, it's a great bag.
They're
But
absolutely
have you seen the problems I've had with getting it to stand up?
amazing. Yeah. Yeah, a few of those here and there.
Yeah, that's constant.
Like, do you hear my pockets? I was so ready for a parking meter and I couldn't fucking find one, dude. I have like $6 in quarters in my pocket. I'm not even exaggerating. And yeah, I just could not find a parking meter to save my life. That's why I ended up in that one-off.
Yeah.
Introducing you to Trevor.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
This is me, Madre.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
The
to
guy
meet
I
you.
told you about that I caught in Washington. Cool hitchhiking dude.
Cool, which I can do.
I forgot where I parked downtown, so we spent what, a good 20 minutes.
Just walking around, but that's fun.
What, baby? Stop.
All right.
If you want to put your stuff down.
Sure. Should I take my shoes off or okay?
I mean, you can, you don't have to.
Well, different house rules, you know. Wanna ask?
Hardwood floor through the whole place, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got nothing to worry about on that end of things.
Yeah.
And then as far as this goes,
Store my bag in here.
yeah, you can store your stuff in here. Or in the living room, or wherever else you want.
All right. We made it to a place.
Look at this guy. He's freaking out
Did-
because he doesn't know you. What a funny dude.
Scared of new people?
He is terrified of new people. And
Would
I
he
don't
like
know
warm
why.
up quickly, or is it like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I left the door open and called him back in here in 10 minutes, he would come in, apprehensively approach you and let you pet him, and then he would let his guard down.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he's like that. That cat only lives here because he found his way to my window and refused to leave.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even exaggerating. He just stayed there and wouldn't go. So I let him in, and he let himself in.
And now he's permanent
Alright.
resident.
I'm a sucker for strays with a cute face. I make no apologies for it. Look at that. I was ready for parking meters. None of it got used. Oh, such
Shame.
disappointment.
I'm gonna save this. We're running low on juice here.
unfortunate, but hey. Parking is parking. Good to know I have such a supportive family. She laughed at me for spending $12.
On parking for like an hour tops.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I'm just gonna lie to myself and say, yeah, it was 65 minutes. It was justified. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm an
It's,
adult.
it's my money and I need it, or whatever that JD Wentworth said. JD Wentworth. I don't know.
Now.
Yeah, there you go. That's the guy.
I think or maybe those aren't in Canada, but we get U.S. channels, so yeah, we get them or something.
I have a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi signal if you want to jump on it.
If it's stable here, I like have unlimited. So
Oh, okay,
it really doesn't
then.
matter
Yeah, I was
at
gonna
that
say.
point.
You've definitely got stability here. You're in the same room as the modem.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
I'm the only hard line in the house. Everything else is on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Wi-Fi.
You don't like
I mean,
Wi-Fi?
I like it, but it's just not reliable to me at all. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do when your Wi-Fi goes wrong, right? You're just gonna bat around some signals and be like, come on, come on. Like, I need something physical that I can mess with and play.
So your setup here is a Ethernet?
Yeah. I'm hard lined into the modem. Because routers are for suckers. Unless you need them. Alright. Sweet and sour sauce. Here's the double. Okay. And then, yeah, the fries are over there. Alright.
Perfect. We're set. This
We've
is
made it.
now back to a social eating stream. Which we always find our way back to social eating. No matter what happens. And we're back to Wendy's too. We were here yesterday.
We could even do big screen Inception now if you wanted.
Oh, you're gonna bring up the stream on that?
Right? Like, let's put it in 24-inch high def, full screen.
Here we go. Ooh.
And the viewers
I haven't
can
had
watch
Dr. Pepper in a long
themselves chat.
time.
We're gonna create some quality content right now. Good vlog. See, Layla, I already got you bookmarked and everything. It takes no time at all. Show us the money.
Look at his browser history. That's dangerous. Look at anyone's browser history.
Joke's
is
on
dangerous.
you. I'm always incognito.
Always? Are we incognito right now?
Mm-hmm.
See, I made it to his non-incognito tab, which I'm happy about. I eat Wendy's every other day, pretty much on this trip. I've been to Wendy's a lot.
I was backward. I can't mistake myself by hearing me and
Hearing you twice and talking.
that's
Yeah.
fucking living. I'm pardon my French, but no, that's not a good look.
Yeah, we're waiting for that Wendy's sponsor too because of that. And I have proof that me getting Wendy's has inspired other people to get Wendy's, which means I've already like.
We shot a
boosted
commercial
Wendy's.
for them.
Yeah.
They owe us royalties now.
Yeah, I boosted their sales, so like I expect compensation.
At least a year worth of free Wendy's to start.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, based on how many customers, I can't talk. Based on how many customers they get off of this commercial, I think it'd be fair to demand upwards of 30%. This is business.
Yeah. This hitchhiking thing is a total business. I'm only in it for the money, right? That's what hitchhiking's all about. It's literally the definition of hitchhiking is not involving money.
It's hitch money.
So, it's a strange thing that I end up like breaking even on a day-to-day basis based off of Twitch streaming hitchhiking.
I wonder how many people know that the Illuminati actually started by hitchhiking. Makes you think, don't it? Freemasonry, I'm sure.
Back to the Illuminati.
We were never
Did you watch
gone.
the River and Joseph stream with the guys that are, like psychic vampires? No? It's a good one. Check that thought at some point.
Yeah. Turns out I watched one.
They were great. They were fun. No big company would sponsor Trevor for free of the small chance of something bad happening to him. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. People are like, yeah, you should hook up with like tourism, whatever state you're in. They wouldn't want to do that because that's a liability for them. on the chance that something bad happens, that's like a publicity gong show.
Man, mustaches are so inconvenient, but they're so convenient.
What are they convenient for?
You're not getting carded.
Oh.
You know what happens if I shave all this? I get carded. And it's flattering, but it wears off, man. It really does.
You guys in your 21 drinking age, so old.
I know.
And
Like-
it's 18 or 19.
Ready to retire and collect my AARP benefits. I'll be turning 34. I'll take my Social Security now, thank you.
Someone asked, what's it like watching yourself on stream while being streamed? Is it weird seeing you on there?
No, I already answered him.
Oh, you already did? Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
We're
oh,
sitting
you're
here
talking,
chatting and chatting.
and you're on there.
I walk
Oh.
and chew bubblegum at the same time. Are
But
you
you're right
impressed?
here. You can physically talk to them.
I know, but
But
this
you're
is
still
also physically talking to them.
I guess.
They get both now.
But I missed out on
They
that.
get to read it straight away, and then they get to see you ask me afterward, and this is just
And
great.
then I'm gonna see you like chat something,
It's
not
content, yes.
realize it's from you on there, and read out what you just typed on there through here. This is
You
confusing me
understand,
because
we're
I usually don't
generating-
have to deal with this.
This is a perpetual content machine at this point.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what we do, content.
Content.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you remember
That's
the
what IRL is.
you remember the
Constant
underwear gnomes
country.
from South Park, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Step.
steal,
Yeah.
collect, profit.
Yeah.
It's just content.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Oh. That's what all IRL streamers are constantly hunting for.
Yeah, like if you cut that one guy, what's his name? VP Gloves. I think
Mhm.
is the name of his stream.
The homeless
It's a
guy?
homeless dude. Do you know that guy's like 38 years old?
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it just astonishes me that he's spent what? He's been streaming since February now, I want to say? Like, he's been at it for a couple months. But the dude hasn't done a single thing to try and find any job. And I'm
Oh.
like,
With
dude,
that said, I'm not gonna talk bad about any streamer on
no,
Twitter.
I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just observing him because it's like you claim to want to do
No, that's
for
his content.
yourself, but
That's his content. He's a homeless streamer in
Now
the
see,
LA area.
how magical is it that here in America you can actually be destitute and still not be destitute because of the kindness of others?
Mhm.
I mean, if you had that same mentality that he has in, I don't know, Kuwait, well, you're just going to starve to death. No one's going to care.
Mhm.
But here in America, like, we have things so good that we can afford empathy. You ever thought about that? We can literally afford empathy, Trevor. I have it better than you. I'm so sorry. You're so poor and lazy. Here, have some money. Get something. Here.
That's that's almost what people do for me. Like, I'm a hitchhiker. I save
But
up
you're
money
not
for this trip.
lazy. You're not sitting around going, woe is me, I need money, please help me so I can hitchhike. You work, you do as you please with the money you earn from your work. Like, there's a far cry between you and someone that just sits around begging. I'm sorry, but I can't equivocate you, you know, like, that's like telling me an apple's an orange because they're
Yeah.
both round. No.
People do relate me to, like, that stream because hitchhiking, homelessness, they people see them as, like, it's very similar realms.
Well, I mean, I guess I could understand that to a point, but when you stop and you look at the moving parts of it, it's clear to see where the distinctions are. Were you expecting me to buy your meal?
No.
Could you have afforded it on your own?
Yeah.
Could he?
Maybe now that he makes money from live stream.
But on standard judging, right? Hitchhiker versus homeless guy, I would dare say that the hitchhiker is at least self-sufficient to the point they've got a few bucks on them to buy something to eat or drink.
In my case, a
Whereas-
lot of hitchhikers are hitchhiking because they have absolutely no money, and they can't afford anything.
You know, there's a jail about, I don't know, 8 miles back there on Smith Road.
Yeah.
And it's one of those notorious spots where for about, I don't know, 10 miles going
Mhm.
out of the prison either way, there's a bunch of signs, don't pick up hitchhikers. Don't pick them up, don't pick them up.
Mhm.
Because the majority
Right,
of them are
prison.
fresh released,
Yeah.
right? So I get that, but I don't know. I've always believed this, right? If you have a functional brain and an able body, do something for yourself.
Mhm.
And I guess technically begging is doing something for yourself, but you don't have any guarantee of success if all you're doing is begging, you know?
Like a lot of people that do some form of begging, they like provide some kind of entertainment out of that as well. It's almost a
Comic relief.
service. Yeah.
Yeah. There's this guy, that big intersection that we crossed when we were coming back to my house from Mondays. There's this guy every single morning, Monday through Friday. He's out there at the red lights. You know how they do. They try to give you the sad eyes. They hold up your police all the time. And this dude has fully functional legs, fully functional arms, and I guarantee you he's either a couple years older or a couple years younger than me. Right? And this dude always has a sign with something clever written on it, trying to beg. And I'm just like, so you were able to find a piece of cardboard, find a marker, think of something clever and witty, but you couldn't have used any of that energy to go knock on someone's door and say, hey man, you want your lawnmower? Take some initiative, right? Because as 14 years old, I remember wanting money, Trevor, and you know what I did? I annoyed people. I was an in-person telemarketer.
Really?
Yeah, I
Like
would
door
just
to
walk
door?
around my neighborhood, and
Yeah.
if I thought your lawn looked like shit, I would knock on your door and offer to take care of it for you for $20.
And that's pretty like
Entrepreneurial.
yeah.
I wanted money. I saw a way to get it. You know, summertime I'm mowing lawns. Wintertime I'm shoveling shit.
Mhm.
Because people don't want to do that, and people will pay for convenience. That's the essence of consumerism. Yeah. I could have came home and made a milkshake with my Ninja blender, but I gave Wendy some money to do it for me, right? I'm like, shit, what's so hard to understand about it? So I can't have too much empathy for people that I deem capable but don't seem willing to do anything for themselves.
Mhm.
I just can't. I know it makes me seem like a piece of shit, but I am.
Well, with that said, like I've heard of like a lot of people that beg on the streets, and they make significantly more doing that than they would at a like low to just over minimum wage. Kind
If you
of
can
job.
pluck heartstrings, man, yeah, it's lucrative. It's very lucrative.
Mhm.
Especially if you're around people that can afford to have their heartstrings plucked, right? Like think about the '90s. Think about what Sally Struthers with her "Feed the Children" campaign. I don't know if you remember
I
how
think-
that whole played out, but
No.
about 2/3 of what she was getting donated was going to her.
Really?
Yeah, and the rest of it was going toward the hungry kids in Africa. And this went on for almost, 14 years before people realized what had happened. She never went to jail for it. She never got prosecuted for it. Because there was technically nothing illegal about what she did. So, I can't, I'll be a piece of shit and say, it's like, man, if you're really that hard up for something instead of begging, why don't you just go take it? Like, I have more respect in some weird way for a person that just chooses to go steal something rather than someone that's just like, "Help me." It's like, you're not a child though. I can't. It's impossible for me to look at a fully grown, capable adult and think, you poor thing. I can't. I try. I really do. But I'm just like, I can't give you the token of empathy when you won't give yourself anything. Not even pity. You can just sit there and look sad.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I did when I was homeless when I was 17?
What do you do?
A whole lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know how I paid for them? I didn't. I stole them from dealers.
That sounds
Yeah.
dangerous.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's still a lot of people out there that if they had any kind of cogency or memory, or were still alive, whatever the case may be, would probably, yeah, I don't reflect on it fondly, but it's just to say that if you actually won something, then, well, what's the expression go? Shit or get off the pot.
I don't condone stealing, everyone. But I understand what you're saying.
No, I don't condone stealing. I think it's a better option than begging.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna victimize somebody, at least be honest about it.
Yeah.
There was one homeless person that I really enjoyed once, though. He had a sign that said, "Give me money for crack."
And people find humor in that, and then.
Well, see, I asked him, I was like, "Is your sign honest?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Are you really gonna go buy crack if I give you money?" He goes, "Hell yeah, man."
Yeah.
And I just, it gave me a giggle, because I'm like, that's refreshing. Like, this dude could have been like, "I'm hungry," or this, but he wasn't lying. He's just like, "I really want some crack." Okay. I'm not gonna give you money, but I appreciate your honesty. Like, good look on you, dude. If you're gonna piss in my face, don't tell me it's lemonade, right?
He's got all the sayings.
I told you, I never shut up. My brain never shuts up, and as a result, I don't shut up. I think it's also a part of being a Leo. They say we talk a lot.
Is that a thing? What do they say for Geminis? I'm a Gemini.
You're very observant and astute.
Am I very observant in this too?
You come across that way. I mean, I don't know you too well. I've got like an hour and a half impression of you.
And
But of the
way
90-minute impression I have of you, yeah, you seem to fit the bill. But you do have humor. And I've known a few Geminis in the past that I swear I hit them in the face with something funny and they're just like, and I'm like,
Just
damn,
deadpan,
dude,
yeah.
are you Spock? Like, how did you not think that was funny? I actually put effort into that. You're making me feel inferior. Fuck me. Anyways, so what did you feel like doing? You want to go look at the back patio, check it out?
That's it, really.
'Cause I think I am about done on these. I guess I wasn't as hungry as I thought I was I? No, I don't even want the rest of these. You know, living in America has taught me to take everything for granted. And I do. I wonder if it'll ever come back to bite me.
What they mean for granted?
Oh, yeah. I don't think it will. Because everything I take for granted is stuff that I buy for myself, right?
Mm.
So how could you ever lose what you provide unless you stop providing it? It's up to me. You've heard that expression, it's your game to lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. But yeah.
Does your mic setup work really well?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a little power supply down there. And I need to get one of the, what do they call them? Those little sound box things where I can plug my headphones so I can do the sound stuff without having to fuck with, you know, the sound card settings and all that.
That's beyond me. Like, I don't do any editing. It's all instant. I just hit the mic. Sorry.
Yeah, so you could teach me everything about phones, and I would do the same here because I don't know phones. I only know PCs.
Yeah.
I don't even know laptops. I know how to use them, but as far as working on them, I don't have the hands for it. I used to do solder work, and I don't know how I had that job. I swear to God, every component I ever soldered was terrible. Just terrible. Because I got those real jittery, you know, when you're trying to do something small, like
Yeah.
my hands just start, they feel the pressure and they just don't like it. Is Walter high? No, not yet.
It's Colorado though, so.
I mean, yeah, that's what I went and bought. 2 of them. They were on sale.
On sale.
Yeah, you know how much I spent on them?
Well, how much is like how?
$40.
$40 for.
7 grams.
It's reasonable.
Isn't it? And back in 2012, it was $65 for 3.5. When 64 passed.
That's obscene. How much could you get an ounce for?
You couldn't in 2012.
You couldn't get.
Not a recreational. You could get a medical. But if you were a medical patient in 2012, an ounce would cost you anywhere from $220 to $260. And now, recreational, I can go get an ounce for under $100 after tax. 6 years later.
Oh yeah, you did talk about the trampoline. Check out the trampoline in the backyard.
Legal. Okay.
Hmm?
I'm a grammar Nazi, so when
Oh.
people try to make remarks like, yeah, because they didn't sell weed unless it was legal.
Legal.
Like, number one, he didn't put the apostrophe in for did it. Like, it triggers me. You know what I did in college to make extra money? I did proofreading,
Yeah.
right? Like, and you're talking fucking thesis papers. Like, 3 people would give me, what, a collective 30 sheets of paper. And, like, so when it comes to proofing, like, I'm stringent, you know? And I don't know how to turn it off anymore. I don't. That's why I get really mad at myself if I make a typing error. Because it genuinely bothers me. I'm like, you should not be doing that.
Well, you know, mistakes are made. Also, it's the internet. Like, we like people speak with emoticons and shit like that. Like, I have pretty low standards for what's acceptable for internet speak.
Yeah.
Also, like, I honestly didn't do that much before this, so I'm actually learning as we go.
if you can understand what the point was, and you're not wrong, but it's still just it eats at me. It's like,
But
you know,
I think there's a time and a place for perfect grammar.
that's true.
And internet chat rooms is not the time and place where it's required.
I would bring up a point.
It can work. Like, you can do it.
I agree. It's not okay. But let's pull this one example out. When people in chat rooms attempt to say something like "you're so retarded," and they put "y-o-u-r," now are you telling me that that doesn't have a place for grammatical consistency? Because I'm telling you, I don't care where you are. If you're in text and you're attempting to demean another's
That's
intelligence,
just humorous. Like,
you gotta uphold yours.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no one can take you seriously if you put "y-o-u-r" so retarded.
That counts as irony, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could assume it, but can you really be sure that they just didn't know the difference?
But like calling someone retarded, but making a mistake in saying that.
Yeah, but how
Kind
are you
of
supposed
makes
to
them-
assume that they were like literal in their intention and just not genuinely stupid? It's a 50-50, right? You don't know, so you have to go one way or the other. I swear to God, this is the kind of crap that haunted George Carlin until he died. Was thinking about dumb little indiscrepancies like this between humans. Is well. That's why he worshipped the sun.
He does have the stream up. We're double streaming.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
It's incepted over here.
Yeah.
Because technology makes everything better. Everything. Like, boy, some of the websites out there, humans are, you know, Rule 34, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's actually gotten better than that, though.
Gotten what?
Rule 34 expanded.
I thought that just encompassed everything.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
can think
specifically,
it's been Rule 34.
well, Rule 34 was supposed to be like, you know, if you can think of sexualizing something, it's already been sexualized.
Yeah.
But with the internet and how fast and accessible it is today, Rule 34 does include what you just said. It's not just sexual now, it's anything. Hyper-violence, anything at all you can think of related to humanity, you can find it here. Because it's a
Is that a different rule, or is
repository.
that still within Rule 34? I thought Rule 34 was explicitly
I
a
just
sexual
call it,
thing.
I call it actual Rule 34 because, you know, when you're only addressing one field of something, you can remark about the tree that you want, all you want, but you're still ignoring the forest. I like to think this new Rule 34 is the forest instead of just one remarkable tree.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't know. Most of the time, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to check out your YouTube channel now. I'm curious what type of.
Blabbing I do?
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything of sustenance, but it's good background noise, I guess.
Yep.
And that's what I would call it if I were a viewer that stumbled upon it.
Background noise.
Yeah, background noise that
Yeah.
might make you laugh a few times or go, damn, he's got it right. I don't know. I want to write a book about the internet, but I don't know where in the hell I would start. There's too much to say about it, not enough time to say it all. Never mind, if I were to start writing a book, I would suffer from the perfectionist curse where it would never
I
be
see,
good enough
yeah.
for me to release it, you know?
So, but if you were gonna write a book, what would your concept be? What would your idea behind it? Like the starting idea that you build it around.
The unsettling look into the inner mechanisms of humanity provided through a video lens. Like everything that we remark about, oh, that's so violent, oh, he's so sexist, oh, that's so terrible, blah, blah. We've been doing that shit for literally tens of thousands of years, but now we have a way to document it all. That's what I would focus on, is humans' understanding of one another as being inherently the same pile of shit and the same pile of shine, as evidenced thanks to these things now. Like I was talking about earlier, can you imagine having any sense of natural inquisitiveness 150, 250, 300 years ago, and all you could do was blab about it? Could you imagine how much it must have sucked to be Plato? No one could even converse with this guy, and he's just like, I just want to talk philosophy, but, you know, like, how do you think Plato would have interacted with the playing field today? He would have been enamored. He would have been fucking dumbfounded. He would have been beside himself with the potential of exploration, and he would have probably died at his computer like those Korean motherfuckers that game for too long, you know. But he wasn't afforded that opportunity, and I am. So I'm like, shit. I kind of feel like I need to make a footnote so that, you know, if 200 years from now humanity has completely changed course, and they're like, what the hell is this dumb shit called Twitch.tv? Maybe they'll have a little bit. Okay, so this is what we were using it for. Boy, can you believe how dumb we used to be? Sorry, I laugh at my own content. I mean, I'm not even laughing at what I'm saying. I'm just laughing because it's something that as soon as I start thinking about, I just can't stop. There's no end to it. That's why I would never try to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how your book's going to end before you try to write it. And if you don't, then you're just going to be caught in writing it until you die. You know how many people actually have that happen? Author a damn book and they never release it because they're never happy with it, so they end up dying having authored a book.
The next, what's the Game of Thrones book series?
You know, I mean, I don't want to get all...
But
George pissed me off with that, man. I read that book series before the damn show came out, and then for whatever reason, he's like, you know what? We're going to continue where the books were in the show, and screw you readers. He still hasn't released any new books. So as far
when
as
was the last one came out? It's a long time ago.
I'm not
I think
reflecting
2010.
on it. That guy can kiss my brown ass. Him at HBO and all of his floppy penises. George R.R. Martin. Don't worry, the dragons are coming, Trevor.
Oh, they've already came.
The dragons are coming.
They're here on the show. No.
I ordered a pizza. It's going to be here in about 2 hours. Trust me. The pizza's on its way.
But the new seasons are like, everything's so rushed. They're like trying to tie all these things together. The first like 6 or whatever, 5, 4.
It's because they think, well, I mean, people are losing interest because you've just taken too long. And like I said, George, like, you know, I'm not telling you don't split your efforts. I'm not telling you don't start with a book and then go to. I'm not saying, oh, for shame, that better. But when you start with a series the way that you did in book, and then you transition it to TV, okay, fine. You put your readers on the back burner for a bit. That's cool, no problem. But then you actually forgot them on purpose by continuing where you left them off and bringing it into the show where a lot of your readers didn't venture. A lot of your readers wanted to stay with your books. They didn't want to consume your visual content. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, as someone that enjoyed the book series, if I wanted to be caught up to what happened after the last book I was able to read, I'd have to watch the damn show. Like, no, dude, you should have doubled down properly. You should
They've
have
branched
milked.
off now, right? Right now at this point, like maybe they'll have similar endings and stuff like that, but they've gone in different directions on several storylines, I think.
All I'm saying is he should have just milked his book readers, right? Got all he could have out of them, and then moved to TV. Do the freaking J.K. Rowling thing.
Dude, I think he's just old and he's happy. He's made a bunch of money off Game of Thrones, and all he wants to do is just like go to Comic-Con things and
be
sign
regarded
autographs.
as a. I can't knock you, dude, because we both know George wasn't popular in school. He's got to be wallowing in it now. I'm so judgmental. But I mean, look at J.K. Rowling, dude. That chick did greed proper. She milked the shit out of the books as hard as she could, and then as soon as they were done, she moved on to the movies. That woman made an empire out of books and movies, whereas George kind of made half an empire out of books, and now he's kind of making half an empire out of the show. And it's like, bro, don't leave the cow until it's done giving you milk.
He still made a lot of milk, or he's still got a lot of milk from him.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna be greedy, maximize your greed. Do the Bernie Madoff, man.
No, you got caught though.
Well, I mean, what was that other guy's name? Peter Slordoff. You know, made away with $76 million and still hasn't been caught to this day because he made it over to fucking Switzerland, where they're like, oh, you committed American financial crime? Come spend your ill-gotten goods here. We don't give a fuck.
Well,
and why would
private
they?
banking system, right?
Yeah, why would they? Shit.
It's not under name. So.
America's done it before. We've taken rich freaking South Americans that have committed all sorts of atrocities and overlooked them because they have the money. Like,
Yeah.
so don't act like Switzerland's all by itself and doing this shit. I mean, at least we're not Sweden. Or Sweden. Or United Kingdom in general. I mean, they've just been having a everyone been remarking about how Trump, Hillary this, Trump, Hillary that, but have you been paying attention to what's been going on in Scotland and London and Britain?
I don't
And
pay attention to politics.
no, not politics. Just living
Social?
conditions for civilians. Like, this isn't even a political address. This is, people on you and I's rung of society having to deal. Like, you heard about the Count Dankula thing, I'm sure. The dude got fined 800 pounds for making an offensive joke about Nazis. Taught his girlfriend's dog to react to Nazi rhetoric, right?
Mhm.
Actually had a group of people file a grievance against him because it offended them that he had made this joke. They tried him in a criminal fucking court of law, found him guilty, and then fined him to 800
what?
pounds, being grossly offensive.
Grossly offensive.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that was the actual charge. I'm not making this up,
That's interesting.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Scotland, dude. Like, this isn't some, backwater podunk no one gives a shit about place. Like,
Well, that's it. Yeah.
because if something like that had happened in South Sudan, no one would have given a shit. No, because no one gives a shit about South Sudan. That's why they're in the shape that they're in, and that's why they'll stay in the shape that they're in, right? Just like so many other countries over on the African continent. But for Scotland to have something like that happen, you actually policed a man's words and expression of a joke. That's a slippery slope, bro. Very slippery slope. But yeah, they did it.
Now that's not a very positive thing to say about Scotland, but just talking about Scotland made me want to go back to Scotland. I love
That is
Scotland.
a nice place.
Yeah, I love Scotland.
But I'm scared of their power structures right now because they seem to have all of the wrong ideas in mind. Like, how could you ever hope to police a person's sensibilities? Could you even set out on that journey and expect to get anywhere? Because your sensibilities aren't mine, mine aren't yours. Your trigger or whatever offends you aren't mine, aren't you? Like, how would you ever even approach such a thing and be like, this is the right thing to do? No. Just absolutely not, dude. Grow up. Oh my lord. I don't know why I'm still eating this. It really looks tasty.
Are we using this as a trash bag now?
Never read chat rules. What are chat rules? I can't read.
All right, let's check out that backyard.
Alright.
Let's look at it. Look what we got there. Let's swap over back to battery.
We get some fresh air as well. It is gorgeous out there tonight.
Yeah, it is a really nice night here.
It was a really nice everything today, if I'm being honest. What the hell? Whoa! We're in a stupid parking lot.
Oh,
Look at my license plate, like how basic. It's like
oh,
some cartoon, isn't it?
really easy though.
It is. It's like somebody was like, hey, give this dumbass an
Oh shit,
easy
I need
ride.
my internet now.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I didn't
Oh,
realize that
you're
there was a.
You're all right.
Oh, I apologize.
Go ahead.
Did not,
No, you're
did
fine.
not see the cord.
You're so graceful.
I didn't know there was a cord. I thought we were wireless now.
Hell no, man. That's a Wii U.
A
That was the
Wii U.
last generation of
I just broke the technologies.
Like I said, trampoline, whole bunch of kid shit, because kids, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I can crash out back here. Can I plug in some batteries overnight while I'm back here?
Yeah, there's a GFI right there.
Oh, there's outlet out here. Awesome. I got everything I need.
You think I was slacking?
Yeah. Are we F?
What's up?
Oh, people are saying F. F?
Shouldn't be.
No, it says I am still connected.
Signal should be.
Let's see. Why are we F?
I've got these little
I got a whole tent.
Oh, okay.
I might just.
I mean, anywhere you want to clear some space out, I can move stuff around for you so we have.
Well, I got a sleeping pad, so it doesn't even have to be on the grass. I can just set it like on the concrete here in case I don't think it's gonna rain, but it's a bit less dewy.
Yeah, it's your call. We can move this stuff out of the way.
Video F? Did I knock off? I must have. Oh, I knocked the lens, I guess.
Do what?
Did I knock? No, I. No sound, and I'm missing. Have audio but no video. People are saying no sound. People are saying no video. Do you have audio or video? Jesus, chat.
Have you ever slept
Can
on
you
a
see?
trampoline?
Yeah, it's uncomfortable because it like curls
Yeah.
in.
I was gonna say I sleep on my side, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
My sister, who sleeps on her back, loves it. And I'm like, go figure. You sleep on your back and you don't move. I don't know how you do that. I don't. I've never understood people who can fall asleep in one position and just stay like that until they wake up. I'm like, how do you actually do that?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
don't get